Hey, and I want to welcome you to Seeking LUV. I go by the name of Mr. Hopeless Romantic, and I know I stepped away for a minute. So I hope that you miss me because I did miss you, and it's all love. You know what makes me feel good inside? When I can brighten someone's day, when I can make someone smile. See, I don't know what you're going through, so if I can crack a joke to get you smiling and giggling, I love that. Makes me feel good inside. If I can hand you $20 or $50 or $100 and you weren't expecting that, that makes me feel good inside. Sometimes I think back to the story that Tyler Perry told about the woman that bought him a pack of cookies when he was having a hard time financially, pretty much dead broke back in '96. He talked about how he went in this supermarket in Atlanta, Georgia. It was called Winn-Dixie, and he barely had enough change to buy a pack of cookies. And the cookies that he was trying to get was called Big 60. So when he got up to the front of the line, he had a lot of pennies because he had to scrape up change, you understand? So the lady that was right behind him said, you know what, don't worry, I got it, I'll pay for the cookies. And he went on to talk about how that kindness affected him, and he left the supermarket crying and said to himself that whenever he gets the opportunity to pass on that kindness to someone else, he would. And Tyler Perry kept his word. So with saying all that, you never know how your kindness can affect someone. So I want you to go out there today if you can and put a smile on someone's face. Now that's what I call love. Now this brother I got on the line right now is real deep, thought-provoking. Some may even say he thinks so much outside the box. His ideologies on a lot of different things are different from others. But he's just being himself. So without further ado, MeanBlackDude. What's up, man? How you feel?
Hey, man. How you living, man? I'm all right. I'm out here making it work, you know?
Man, I'm blessed. But let everybody know where you calling from.
Calling from the DMV, DC, Maryland, and Virginia. That's what we call it around these parts. The nation's capital.
Well, I guess let me kick it off with this question. What inspired and motivated you to get on YouTube and make videos?
Oh, man. Well, I started back in, 2005, 2006. I've always been an artist, like I draw and I paint. But the medium that was coming around was the internet. And I decided when I discovered YouTube, I kind of switched mediums from pencil and paper to, keyboard and camera. Mm-hmm. And I ran into YouTube, and at that time, YouTube had a people and blogs link where you can exclusively see other users having communication around the world in real time. And that's what inspired me to jump into the community and just get my feet wet and start blogging with the people. Like I never wanted to be a comedian or famous or, catch some overnight fame. I always wanted to be on the ground level where the people were making the actual videos and having opinions and conversations and stuff.
Okay, that's what's up. Now let us know, out of all the videos you've done here on YouTube, which one was your favorite and tell us why.
My favorite?
Yeah.
My favorite video isn't even from me. I didn't even create my own favorite video. And I have a few, but it's videos that other people make in reply to something I said or something that happened to me. And that goes again to my last comment. It was the ground level where the people are actually caring for you. If you put something online and you're going through a tough time and somebody makes a video and telling you they understand that pain or this is how they got through it, but that person lives a continent away, half a world away in Spain or Brazil or Europe, they make that video for you. You've made a difference in somebody's world. You shifted the balance, in the universe a little bit. That's how I feel.
Man, that's real talk. But let's jump into this. Now, last year, I was able to interview this woman with a nice set of teeth, pretty smile, real nice to me. I think you might know who I'm talking about.
My sis. My sis. I love that woman, man. I love that woman.
Oh, man, that's real cool. But let us know, how did you and Powder Pink hook up?
YouTube. We met on YouTube, man. We met on YouTube. Our first real interaction is I started making a series of videos, which I may or may not go back to, but it was called Interviews with an Ex.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole premise is, we were a couple at one time. We broke up, whatever. I'm drunk dialing and I'm having conversations with my ex, just trying to get back together, whatever, just random conversations. I made, I believe, 4 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And Powder Pink was the second one that was made. And it was great. The editing was off because I was having some computer problems, but I mean, it still came out good. I still watch it. It's still funny. And she's a beautiful, witty, intelligent. Let me tell you right there, that little sis right there got some brains, some smarts, and some sense on her.
Man, that's love. So you look at her just like family.
Just like family. She came down. I don't know if you've seen, we made this extensive April Fool's video a year or so ago. She came down. She stayed with me for a week. We cooked. We went bowling. I took her to a go-go. We went trips through the city, around the city. She ventured out on her own a few times. We had a great time. She's supposed to be planning on coming back around sometime soon. I have to give her a call, but yeah, great time. Sis can ask me anytime for any day.
Man, that's what's up. Let me lead to this question. What was the worst and the best moment of your life?
The worst and the best time of my life?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm alive now, so I can always say that this is always the best time. The moment is what you make it.
Mm-hmm.
It's your mindset while you're in that moment that's going to create the following moments that come. So you always, gotta be an optimist. I kind of expect some things to go haywire now and again, but you plan for those.
Mm-hmm.
Worst moment probably would be when my brother passed away a few years ago. That was real little breaking of the ego, and the family structure was ruptured a little bit. But with things like passing and mortality, the only thing that really heals that is time, and even time doesn't heal it completely. It just kind of takes that edge off.
Man, I'm sorry to hear about your brother passing away.
Oh, man, it's life, bro. It's life.
So let me go ahead and lead into this question. How do you feel about black love?
Black love is a beautiful thing, man. When you say that word, black love, are you talking, the cultural black love, or are you talking about this new age hipster black love?
Man, I'm talking about the black love that my grandparents had for each other. Like when I used to go visit them on the weekends, my grandmother would wake up with a smile on her face and make my grandfather, because he was from down south, some liver pudding and grits. Just black love.
You talking about traditional black man, traditional black woman, raising traditional family. I'm with that 100%, man. There's nothing better than a black man and a black woman getting together, mutual intellectual meeting ground, constructing something out of either what they both bringing to the table or creating something from nothing. My thought of black love, when you say that, I'm thinking afros, bell bottoms, the black velvet light, the velvet painting on the wall that has that felt, that suede feel. You put the black light on and the panther eyes and shit.
Yeah.
It glows. That's that black love right there. Light some incense, smoke a doobie, make love to your woman, wake up tomorrow. It's a beautiful day.
That's funny, but let me just get into it like this. I want to get a little bit serious. See, sometimes I have nightmares of a world where black love is non-existent. See, black love is vital to the continuation of a positive black community. I remember back in the day, they had a positive show called The Cosby Show. And a lot of people may not know, initially, Bill Cosby was going to play the part of a plumber. He wasn't going to be a doctor. Like, the parts were different. And he pitched that idea to networks and they all turned him down. But once he changed it to he's a doctor, his wife's a lawyer, they took a chance on it. And for years, The Cosby Show, with a positive black family structure, was number one for years, beating out the likes of Family Ties and others. Even when he launched the show A Different World, and that show was a high-rated show. I think it was number 2 or number 1 at one time. You dig what I'm saying? Like, even when I see LeBron James in a commercial with his wife and his 2 sons, that shows me hope that black love can stay alive. So I always try to tell people, and I want to make this perfectly clear, I don't want this to come off in no type of racist way, because I love people from all walks of life. You understand what I'm saying? But I just want everybody to establish love with their own kind first. And if you can't get it there, then move around.
Right. There's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with that. That's a traditionalist, kind of way of thinking. However, now this is centuries down the line is what I'm talking about. Like, after so long, there won't be, just one race. Everybody's going to be mixed with something eventually. Ultimately, that's the end game. Like, all the people on this planet, interacting, mingling, reproducing. Times is going to change. The media is going to change. The medium which the media is presented on is going to change. The whole framework and current network of mind, group think is all going to change. But the thing, if you want to keep black love alive, you want to keep the traditional values and the cultures alive with, like when we were speaking about, the love that our grandparents held and how he would, lay his trench coat over a puddle and escort her over it. Make sure the doors are open. You can be in love with just 3 words. You're right, honey. Just tell her she right. You're absolutely right, honey. Black love, you got it. But, the key is, and here's my theory on relationships, man, is you find the person with the least amount of problems that you think you can help them with.
You try to get a little deep on us. So let me hit you with this question then. How can someone out there know that the person that they're dating doesn't have a hidden agenda?
Well, can I curse for your show, man?
Man, do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, okay, all right. So, I just wondering if I could, be myself. I had to tone back a little bit. So, here's a game I play. You're welcome to play this game. You meet somebody. All right, imagine the club scenario where any club scenario, any man meeting any woman, right?
Yeah.
That guy, if he has an interest in this woman, he's going to approach her or she'll approach him, and then they present their good qualities to you. It's like, hey, baby, look, I made $65,000 last year. This is my second car. My first one's a Beamer, but I just wanted to get this one out on the road. Oh, you like this? Oh, my cardigan game is sick, right? I know, right? And, she'll be doing the same thing. Hey, I work here. I've been in the government. I've been here for X amount of years, blah, blah, blah. You seem like a very cool person. Then you get together and you find out the other person is batshit insane.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the game I play. Same scenario, but from this sentence forward, I want you to try to turn me off. And you say, what? Yeah, well, tell me all the bad things about you. The dirty little things, the dirty shit that you do that, would probably turn me off to you. You know, do you eat your boogers? Do you smell your own farts? Do you pick your toenails with your teeth? What do you do?
Mm-hmm.
And that person takes a turn telling you something. And you take your turn telling, well, you know, hey, look, I'm 27. I live in my mother's basement, but hey, I'm working and I am driving, so I'm mobile. And she'll go, well, you know, I do have 2 children. One father's in jail. The other father, he comes around when he wants to. Then you go. And then once you run out of that bad shit to say about yourself, you're still here. So so now you know I'm a bad shit. You know, hey, I chain smoke, I drink after work, whatever. But now that you still have an interest, I'm a pretty witty guy and people like me.
That's real talk, man.
You see what I'm saying? And she can go and say, hey, you know, hey, I got a little thing. I like getting chased by dogs. I like the adrenaline rush, whatever. But now you can move forward and you somewhat have an idea of what they expect from the person.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Have you ever took a woman's number before you went out with her and put it in the Google search?
No. I Googled the name. I Googled the person.
Man, I'm telling you. Now, let me tell you this. When you take yeah, so when you put the number in the Google search, you dig, it's going to link to every website that number's attached to. You dig what I'm saying? So if your lady's on Backpage looking for donations, you know, it's going to be on there straight up and down.
What?
Yes, sir. A white boy put me on game. He was like, you know, simply just put her 10-digit number in the Google search and watch what comes up. I'm like, damn. Real talk, man. I Googled a bride number before I went out with her and shit. Found out she was a damn escort. You understand? I'm like, man, did she think I was a low-key trick or something? I mean, I do got a decent car, but God.
What?
Yes.
I never knew that. I never thought to Google somebody's phone number. Now, what you can do, well, of course, you know, you can always Facebook them. Mm-hmm. Generally, if they haven't altered their name, Tiana likes to hang upside down from monkey trees, you know, whatever. You know, people got some fucked up names on Facebook, whatever. Anyway, yeah, but I mean, if you can manage to get their first name, their last name, you Google that person, you search inmate facilities for that person, you know, criminal charges, you know, whatever, do a reverse picture search, take a picture, drag it to your desktop, open up Google, do a reverse Google image search for that person, see where else they've been. See, I'm giving you all my secrets, man. You know what I'm saying? People gonna be dropping docs left and right, blaming me.
Nah,
it's all good, man. It's all great.
All right, before I let you go, brother, let me hit you with this last question. When are you making your return to YouTube?
Oh, that's a good question, man. I got some nice gear set up. I got I got some nice monitors. I just bought a new HD camera. Plus the cameras I already got. I'm looking at like 8 computers right now, and the new cameras in the car. I don't know if you've seen the last video, but I mean it was a video bombing, but I mean somebody just got murdered and burned up in front of a car.
Damn, that's crazy. Where this happened at?
Right outside my house. Now the thing is, I'm coming. I'm coming with it, and it's going to be sooner. Somebody's going to make me come out faster than I want to, and it's not. You know, I'm still going to be my usual. You know, hardcore vlogging and you know with the presentation and the music and stuff, but. You know, I want to make an introductory video first, a reintroduction video, because I've been gone. It feels like forever, but it's probably been about 2 years now. So, and besides, you know, I'm still working. I still got my regular 9 to 5, and I'm banging 6 days a week, probably 12, 14 hours a day. So, I mean, the job's been nice to me. I can't take away from that. But, my art, my passion is my videos, my editing, and my interaction with the people. So you can expect something to come probably more sooner than later. Probably more sooner than later.
That's what's up. But before I let you up out of here, let everybody know where they can get in contact with you.
Man, MeanBlackDude, MeanBlackDude Twitter, MeanBlackDude on Facebook. Just Google MeanBlackDude. Catch me anywhere you can. Skype me, Yahoo me, IM me, add me, friend me. I don't know. What else am I missing? Tag. I don't know, man. But wherever I'm at, it's out there. So, and I love making new friends. You can catch me on my sites, iTunes.net, accesstodmv.com. I got some other stuff going on too, but the general public don't need to know who's running what.
You know what's so crazy? I just thought about when I decided to start seeking LUV last year. A lot of people gave their opinions on what I was trying to do. They would say, man, get off that soft shit, man. Unless you talking about the love of twerking, ain't nobody trying to hear that bull. And I'm like, really? So would it be a waste of time to put out positive energy and not receive it back? You understand? And to my surprise, I've been receiving nothing but love and positive energy, whether it's here on YouTube or off. And if I would have let a few people's opinions stop me from launching Seeking LUV, that would have been crazy. So let me ask you this one last thing before I really let you go. What's your take on people's opinion?
No, don't let a handful of people's perverted opinion, alter what you know to be true. Please don't let that happen. I love free thinkers. I love independent spirits, but some of us, and only some of us, just have a tendency to let go and not let God, but let others do the thinking for us. I made a video, something like that. It's called Taking My Life. Somebody may go check it out and get the gist of what I'm saying.
All right, my dude, I'm going to finally let you up out of here, but we need to get up again, man, and add maybe Powder Pink to the mix and other YouTubers and have a real YouTube conference, make it an instant classic, you understand?
Most deaf, bro.
All right, man, thanks again for taking time out your night to holler at me.
Hey, man, thanks for having me holler at you.
Now, this woman you about to hear from right now is cool, down to earth, and most importantly, intelligent. She does so much, I might as well say she's a jack of all trades. I mean, she's a writer, photographer / model. She's a mechanic. I mean, I'm kidding on the mechanic part, but she does so much. Without further ado, Shannon, what's going on? How you feel, baby?
Whoop, whoop. Feeling good.
Now, let everybody know where you calling from.
I'm calling from Toronto, Canada, the Great North. But you know what, in all honesty, I can't even say that because Canada is now officially, I think Toronto as well too, is officially on the map. So people know what I'm talking about. I'm calling from the coolest place in the North neighborhood.
All right, that's what's up. So let me hit you with this question. When did you decide that you wanted to be somewhat of an expert when it comes to sexual relations or just relationships in general?
Well, in essence, I published a book when I was 24 years old called Late, Young People's Experiences with Sex in the Easy Access Culture. And prior to that, ever since I was about 19 years old, I've been very interested of the idea of sex education and how the internet specifically and our new easy access culture was really redefining and reshaping sexuality for today's youth. So it's actually been something that I've been doing for a very, very long time. It's a topic that I'm very interested in. I've read so many books on it. I only watch romantic comedies. I'm a wedding photographer, so I spend so much time immersed in looking at, staring at, being around love. So I really feel like I'm at a good place to approach this from an expert standpoint.
Yeah, so you know what's crazy? You and I on the same page when it comes down to love, especially with me being Mr. Hopeless Romantic. You know love is on my mind 24/7, but let's help the people out. So do you think a person out there that's seeking that genuine love, can they find that in this particular era? Hit me with it.
I think that love, anything in life that's great, very few people attain. There's a really amazing quote that this grandma gave this girl, which I memorized it. But in essence, it's saying that there are many types of love you'll experience in life, but that great love, that kind of gripping, grabbing, dream come true love, very few of us actually actualize that. Like if you asked 10 people how many of them are in their dream job, you'd be lucky to find one who said yes. I think the same applies for love. A lot of people will find love, but not a lot of people find their one true great love. You could spend your life looking for that, or there's a lot of happiness that can be found by not settling, but working with the existing love that's around you. So I don't think many people get to that, Lord, high almighty, praise you, kiss your toes, I want to bathe in your sweat kind of love, but we get very close.
All right, well, let me hit you with this real quick now. Do you think a person out there that really wants that genuine love, should they explore and try online dating?
Yeah, there's actually a stat that came out that says that 1 in 10 new serious relationships in the past 4 years started from an online relationship. I just shot an engagement shoot, and I always asked during the shoot, oh, how'd you guys meet? And they kind of gave this awkward pause, and they looked at each other, and I'm like, oh, you guys met online. People act like it's this big, secret, dark, dreadful thing, but it's so much more common than you would think. And I think it's logical because it's almost like a way to wean out all the crazies, and you kind of save yourself a lot of bad dates. So I'm all for online relationships, online dating. I think it's totally cool as long as you know what you're getting into and how, because it's a whole different type of dating and there's different rules. So if you know the rules, then definitely go ahead and play.
Now, have you ever tried online dating?
I really haven't. I've met people online, through MySpace and through things that I've gone on to date, but I've never been on Plenty of Fish or eHarmony. I can't imagine. I can imagine if I was a lesbian, there would be a shit ton of amazing, smart women just like me on those things. But I just can't imagine super cool dudes being on that. So, I have my own, biases.
Oh, that's real talk. You like the old fashioned way. You like a dude just to step to you. You understand?
Yeah, I'm definitely old fashioned in that regard. I don't believe in women approaching men. My relationship that I'm in right now, for example, he approached me, but he would never know that I'm the puppeteer behind everything. Well, he knows now because I tell him all the time, but I orchestrated us being together, but I never full on approached him. But it was, it was something I knew I wanted for a very long time, and I wasn't shy about going after it. I'm lucky to have seen somebody in real life, though, who piqued my interest, who happened to be a great fit for me. If you don't have that same luck, then hell, why not go to an iTunes store, spend your day in there and just surf the net and find somebody great.
Now, let me ask you, you got this exotic look about you. I don't want to place you in the black group yet. So let me just ask you, are you mixed with anything? Let me know.
I am so that girl that you will pass 7 times a day. I'm so uncommon because I went to school in Baltimore and I've lived in LA for periods of my life. And whenever I'm there, people are like, oh my God, you're so exotic. What are you? When I'm here, everyone's like, oh my God, it's just another light-skinned girl. I'm just so common. But I am a Caribbean girl, 100%. Most people in Toronto, if you're black, you're probably West Indian. So I'm a West Indian girl. My mom is from Dominica. My dad is from Guyana. My racial makeup, though, is my mom is half black, half white, and my dad is Guyanese, East Indian.
Oh, that's a unique mixture. Sometimes you get confused sometimes, don't you?
No, I just, honest to God, I've just been Caribbean my whole life. That's my culture. As much as being African American is your culture, it's the food, it's the music, it's the way you talk, it's how you act when you're angry. It's my cultural identity is so strong that I've never really felt who am I? I'm pretty cool.
Now, have you ever had a major heartbreak in your life? Not currently, but I'm saying in the past.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I went through a heartbreak so bad that I legitimately lost myself. Sometimes I'd be in my car just yelling at the steering wheel, and I had Tourette's syndrome. That heartbreak was so bad that I would just start I fucking hate you, and just out of nowhere. It was such a soul crippling heartbreak that took me a lot of time to get over. But best of all is that I think I'm really good at internally getting over things. I'm not one of those girls who will externally take my crazy out into the world and see what happens. He would never know that he put me through what he put me through, but I definitely went through it with somebody.
So let me ask you a question. Now, when it comes to a first date and the man is trying to court you, trying to, get to know you, is there anything wrong with having sex on a first date?
I personally have never been inclined to do that. And that's because I'm so interested in connecting on a mental level. I just, for one, personally, it's all individual. I think there's something wrong with it if you individually know how you function. I know for me, like, I'm so particular with how I like to be touched or how I want the sexual experience to be. I don't think that I could get that chemistry with somebody who I just met that same day. And I wouldn't even be interested. My interest would be in getting to know them as a person. And I would hope the person has the same interest for me. So personally, no. But if you're somebody who's like, yeah, I can totally teach somebody exactly how I want to be touched. And I'm very comfortable, despite the fact that I hardly know them, with being very vocal about what my needs are. And I expect them to respond in a positive way and not get offended. And I know how to do all that. Then, kudos to you. I think that you're probably, if you're wondering if you should or shouldn't, you probably shouldn't. If you're totally sure you should, then yeah, of course, go ahead.
Yo, let me ask you this question. I was chopping it up with MeanBlackDude earlier when I interviewed him, and I asked him, had he ever put a woman's number in a Google search? Because when you do that, whatever website that number's attached to, it's going to pop up. So have you done that with somebody that you dated in the past or whatever? So let me know. Have you ever Google searched someone's phone number?
No, I've never done that before. But because I'm a journalist, I've done some extensive research on people. Like, I'm the kind of person who will go through everything on Google, the blogs, the news bits, the social media feeds, the pictures, and I'll like go all the way to the bottom. And I've made accounts before to inquire about people or to see how they respond to certain stuff. So I definitely have tactics if I'm super interested, especially like if it's a long distance relationship and you're worried that you're investing your time and energy into somebody who's shady because you're not really in person to get that genuine vibe from them. I've done that before, but I've never gone like any type of like CIA level where I've put someone's phone number to something and like run a background check and called their mom. But yeah, I think everyone's got their own ways of being a bit of a crazy stalker. That's the whole point of the internet, man. That's all the fun.
Well, I'm gonna lead into the next question. What's the craziest thing you did for love? I went
away somewhere very far 3 times, and I actually had no reason to be there other than that person, but I made up reasons like, oh, I'm here for this. And the trip ended up costing me, a shit ton of money I didn't have at the time. But this person, I was so intrigued by them that the investment seemed worth it, because I knew I would spend my life wondering whether or not this was the one if I didn't physically go there and find out for myself. So, and in all honesty, if you're a woman and you have to do that, if you have to do that legwork to go and see if something is the one, and you have to do that 3 times and spend over $1,000, the answer should be clear to you. But for some reason, it took me a lot of time to figure it out. Whatever.
So here's my last question for you. Should more people take the leap of faith and get married?
Yes. I think that it's all progression. I look at marriage as the ultimate pinnacle of commitment, just like winning a championship, in the NBA. It's the highest form of appreciation for the most beautiful feeling that any living being can experience. And if you truly meet somebody who makes you feel like, I want to show the world, I want to dedicate myself, I want to be 100% devoted to this feeling because this person makes me feel so good, then marriage is the right fit for you. But like I said, I don't know a lot of people who really reach that place of their true, genuine love. And even if it's not your 100% soulmate, it's being able to put that hard work in with your love to make it into a true, genuine love. And if you're not really there, then no, marriage isn't for you. But I'm like you, I'm a hopeless romantic. In my heart of all hearts, I believe everybody has a soulmate out there and has a partner and has a love of their life, whether or not it's their destined love or a love that they created. So if that's fits your bill, then yeah, get married.
So let everybody know where they can get in contact with you.
Everything for me is Shannon T. Boodram. It's my name. This is how I define myself. And I have a new channel, which is also Shannon T. Boodram, and a series called Magic versus Logic, which specifically talks about dating issues that Generation Y, which is people born in the 80s to 2000, will deal with. So I think that conversations like these are really great because we're talking about things that 5 years ago you wouldn't talk about if we did an interview on love. So love and relationships and sex is evolving. So our sex experts and love relationship talkers should be a little younger as well too. So that's where we come in.
All right, Shannon. Well, I really do appreciate you taking time out your day to talk to me and help people out at the same time. You understand?
No problem. Thank you very much. I wish I could see your face so I could put a face to the voice. But so far, it all sounds good to me, baby.
It's all good. You take care now, all right?
All right, bye, Hopeless Romantic.